We learned something shocking about Denver's homelessness initiative today. Not the cost. No, the mayor's office still can't explain that to us or to city council. But as city council questioned where all the money is going, that's when we learned that Denver doesn't count someone dying to be a bad outcome of the homelessness initiative. Here's Mark Salinger.
All right, great. So the agenda that we have today, we are going to be getting a briefing and we have an action item.
We came to Denver City Council in search of answers. What we found were more questions from everyone.
What is the monthly cost on average for the hotel site?
Is 46 million needed? Was it needed for the first House 1,000 goal?
So we are looking at actuals of $75 million in 2024.
We just need to see that. This feels really incomplete to me.
And then
It's a simple question, really, or at least we think so. How much is the mayor's House 1000 homelessness initiative costing? We thought we'd find out at this presentation, titled House 1000 Financials. We didn't.
Our actual expenses in 2023 came in much lower than we had anticipated. Only $10.3 million were spent in 2023.
$10.3 million is the only real number the mayor's office can give for how much money has been spent so far. But we know more than $110 million has already been approved by City Council. So where's all the money going? We aren't the only ones asking.
Help me understand and not be so shocked that you only spent $10 million.
The story that Next has been telling you about for days now has the attention of other cameras. Today, we also learned the vast majority of people exiting House 1000 shelters are leaving to be homeless again, go to jail, or even dying.
do we have an idea of why we are seeing that 73% of the people who are exiting into a negative outcome?
So just want to start with talking about outcomes. We and our partners don't count deceased as a negative outcome. There are many reasons why people could...
I'm not sure I'm comfortable with that.
While the city doesn't count death as a negative outcome, let's say more positive outcomes seem hard to come by. Of the roughly 1,000 people who moved into hotels or micro-communities after living on the streets, the city's dashboard says only 21 have left with leases of their own for permanent housing.
How are we going to improve our outcome rate? Because, you know, we're spending a significant amount of dollars, tax dollars. We have to be able to say to our taxpayers that we're using those dollars wisely. And I want to be very clear.
There's been at least 2 shootings, 7 deaths, and around 500 911 calls to the former Doubletree Hotel in Central Park that's now being used as a shelter. Today we learned that shelter is operating with about 50% staff. There are about 30 open positions right now. Safety has always been a concern there, but we had no idea, Kyle, that they're operating at such short staff.
Explain this to me again, how somebody can end up dead in Denver's homeless shelter and that's not a negative outcome.
So I want to make sure that I get this right, so I'm going to read it. The primary reason that the city says they don't count dying as a negative outcome is because they say someone is dying inside, which is better than dying frozen outside.
Some of these people were killed, right? Like they were killed in the shelter.
That is the, quote, primary reason.
Good Lord. All right, Mark, thank you.